Hi, I'm responding to a rebuttal comment regarding a video I posted earlier called Proof Atheists Don't Exist. It was crazy to say that atheists don't exist, but my point is that any collection of people, any group, doesn't really exist as an entity. A group of atheists doesn't share a perfectly unified theology or lack of theology. Any group of Catholics, Muslims, Christians, typically, when you get a large group together, they don't all share one common mind. They do not have a unimind. So to say, these Muslims did this, you have to look into the heart and soul of every single individual Muslim or every individual atheist, because each one is his own person. So to say, make a statement like atheists do this is like to say blacks do this, Mexicans do this. Again, every single stereotype has a little element of truth in it, but they're wrong. Stereotypes are wrong. Here's an example. Atheists. I happen to know that atheists, they pretty much all wear black turtleneck sweaters right up to here with little tiny glasses, and they like to have really short spiky hair, and they have bad relationships with their fathers. They live in an apartment. They like to watch a lot of sci-fi, Star Trek, stuff like that. That's the way atheists are. Those stereotypes seem really, really dumb and ridiculous. But the stereotypes that you think are accurate are just as dumb. They're just as ridiculous. If you're saying that Muslims are haters, they're all haters, and there's a Muslim sitting here who's a lover, your stereotype is just as dumb as my stereotype that I just made here. Irish do this, Muslims do this. It just doesn't add up. It does not apply. It may apply to some, but it won't apply to all, which makes it wrong. The other is my statement where I said, you can't blame people and you can't blame religion. Here's what I'm saying is, for the horrible things that happen in the name of religion, you can't blame the religion because it's people that did them. And why did people do the horrible things? It's because other people got together in the name of religion and used the good name of religion to make horrible things happen. Ultimately, it comes down to, again, individual choice of people, an individual person's interpretation of their faith. And again, you'll find that angry people find an angry interpretation of their faith or lack of faith. Happy people find a happy interpretation of their faith. So my point is that religion is just as much a scapegoat as anything else is, because people use religion to get that rallying cry, because without saying that God ordained this, how else can you get 10,000 people to follow you with swords? Very hard to do, to get people motivated when you say this is my idea. You have to say this is God's idea. That's why you get some momentum behind you. But was it God's fault? Was it the religion's fault? It was that person's fault. And all he just wanted to do the right thing. He had in his own mind what his agenda was. Even the greatest horrible villains alive typically see themselves as heroes. Tragic heroes, misunderstood heroes. So when I hear people bashing groups, big groups of people, or religious groups of any sort, I always wonder, how many wonderful, kind, sweet people that are part of that group are getting smeared with that broad brush of hatred and that they don't deserve.
Flavor on America!